Good afternoon, Russellville. I'm Jackson, the weatherman. We got news on sports and more coming up.
Good afternoon, Arkansas Tech, and welcome to this Monday, March 16th edition of Tech Television. I'm Ava Word.
And I'm Aubrey Pham. Thanks for joining us.
Global energy concerns are rising as ongoing conflict in the Middle East disrupts major trade hubs. A drone strike on Dubai's international airport temporarily suspended flights this morning, while continued attacks in the Strait of Hormuz have halted nearly one-fifth of the world's oil. Oil prices remain above $100 a barrel as the Trump administration calls on international allies to provide naval support in the region. Officials in Iran and Israel report both sides are continuing airstrikes despite growing economic pressure.
Utility crews are working to restore power to thousands of Arkansans this afternoon after Sunday's destructive winds and rain. Statewide outages have dropped to 13,000, down from 50,000 last night. Saline County remains the hardest hit area, with more than 3,600 customers still in the dark. Restoration is critical as the National Weather Service has issued a second freeze warning starting at 10 o'clock tonight, with temperatures forecast to dip into the 20s by daybreak. As always, we encourage you to stay weather aware with Tech TV.
Avian influenza, also known as bird flu, is a rising challenge in Arkansas, particularly with the recent confirmation of cases in backyard flocks, emphasizing the need for strict biosecurity measures among poultry growers. Tech TV's Hayden Robertson has the story.
Health officials say the best way to prevent the spread of avian influenza right now is simple: to avoid contact with wild birds. Testing has confirmed highly pathogenic avian influenza in wild birds as well as backyard commercial flocks. ATU Assistant Professor of Animal Science Dr. Arens Rouvier says a top boiler state like Arkansas should be on high alert.
If we deal with an HPAI case, sometimes that results in full depopulation of flocks, which can impact, markets and availability and those producers' income as well.
Avian influenza is a strain of influenza A, but the concern involves a highly pathogenic version, meaning it can spread quickly and be deadly to poultry. Wild birds, especially waterfowls, can carry the virus without showing any symptoms.
They're uncontained. We don't know what farms they're going to fly over, what areas what they're going to fly over, what water sources they're going to contaminate.
State officials say if you see a single dead bird, don't panic, but large populations of sick or dead birds should be reported to the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. For backyard poultry owners, the focus should be biosecurity.
We encourage to make sure all backyard birds and things that you have at your house are vaccinated properly.
Health officials say you can't contract avian influenza from properly cooked poultry products. For now, they're urging people to stay aware and avoid direct contact. For Tech TV, I'm Hayden Robertson.
Officials ask that if sick or dead bird concentrations are found, contact the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission at agfc.com.
Coming up after the break, more of your local news. Stick around.
Who can you turn to for news you can trust? Your local TV and radio broadcasters. You trust us to keep you safe during times of crisis and to deliver the weather, sports, and entertainment you rely on every day. We bring you the facts you need to make decisions that matter. And as misinformation floods social media, you can trust your local stations to deliver the truth. Text TV to 52886 and tell Congress you rely on your local stations for trusted news.
The long-awaited hub of campus life officially opens its doors this Wednesday as Arkansas Tech celebrates the dedication of the Ferguson Student Union. The 70,000 square foot facility houses a state-of-the-art recreation center featuring basketball courts, workout areas, and an esports gaming lab. The public dedication begins at 2 p.m. on the front steps, following a kickoff party with music and giveaways on the Heinzman Tower lawn. Students can return to at 8 p.m. for a 4-hour grand opening celebration, featuring nonstop food, games, and prizes until midnight, celebrating the birthday of the new student union.
Arkansas Tech University has released its Spring 2026 enrollment report. Highlighting a 4-year streak in student retention, data shows the Russellville campus retained over 85% of first-time students from the fall semester, the longest such streak in more than a decade. Total enrollment for the spring semester stands at 7,835 students across both campuses.
Arkansas Tech University is now accepting applications for the 2026-27 Presidential Leadership Cabinet. Members of the cabinet work with the administration to represent the university at campus events and connect with prospective students and alumni. To be eligible, students must be enrolled full-time, have completed at least 12 semester hours, and maintain a minimum 3.0 GPA. Qualified applicants will go through an interview process, and interested students can find the application online at atu.presence.io. When we come back, Brandon has your sports update. Keep it here.
As you get older, it's important to eat healthy, but groceries aren't getting any cheaper. Over 5 million older adults like you are eligible for benefits that help them pay for food. Visit benefitscheckup.org. You've earned this.
Every 36 seconds, a vehicle is stolen in the United States. Cars are an important investment, and you have the power to protect it. Remove valuables from your car or place out of view. Roll up your windows completely. Don't leave your car running while unattended, especially during the winter. And always lock your doors and take your keys or fob with you. If you know something about a vehicle theft, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB.
This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Welcome back to Tech TV. I'm Brandon Moix here with your sports update. The Arkansas Tech softball team put the finishing touches on their third conference sweep of the season on Saturday against Southeastern Oklahoma. The two-day series started on Friday, March 14th with a doubleheader. And these two games would finish with final scores of 4-3 and 4-0. This was followed by Saturday's game that finished with a final of 3-2. The Golden Suns are now 16-8 on the season and will travel to Ada, Oklahoma to take on East Central on Friday and Saturday. Wonder Boy Baseball split a Saturday doubleheader against Southeastern Oklahoma, with their win coming in the first game with a final score of 4-1. They would then lose the second game narrowly with a final of 3-2. The Wonder Boys are now 15-12 overall. And now look forward to 4 games in 5 days. The first will be on a Tuesday at home against Delta State, followed by games on Friday and Saturday against East Central that will also be at home. The Arkansas Tech women's tennis team played a non-conference match at home Sunday against Missouri Western. The Golden Suns fell by a score of 4-0, and with impending inclement weather and significant wind gusts, the match was flipped to where the singles were played first, ultimately leaving the doubles unplayed. The Suns will now prepare for their final 2 non-conference matches of the season later this week, as they will be on the road at Northeastern State on Tuesday and then at University of the Ozarks on Wednesday. Back to the news desk.
We're trading in the rain jackets for winter coats this afternoon. Jackson Jordan breaks down your River Valley forecast and a second freeze warning right after the break.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
You've worked hard. You've earned a life that you can call your own. Retirement worries shouldn't get in the way. But many Americans like you are finding that retiring on a fixed income is harder than they expected. Fortunately, there are benefits programs that can help. Visit benefitscheckup.org to see if you're among the millions of people eligible for thousands of dollars in benefits to help you age well, so you can focus on what's really important. Benefits Checkup. You've earned this.
So let's get started. Across the state, it's looking pretty cold, as you probably felt today. It's 36 in Fayetteville, 45 in Little Rock, 42 in Jonesboro, and 49 in Texarkana. Up next, the almanac. The sun rose at 7:22 this morning with a high UV index of 6. It'll be setting at 7:20 this evening, and it's looking at 39 degrees this evening. For the weekly forecast, we're looking at a high of 42 today with a low of 23, a high of 56 and a low of 42 tomorrow. And it's going to be heating up throughout the week with a high of 72 on Wednesday, low of 44, high of 86 on Thursday with a low of 51, and a high of 83 and a low of 54 on Friday. You guys excited for spring break?
Super.
I'm super excited.
What are y'all going to be doing?
I am going to the beach, so I'm really excited to get out of this cold, windy weather for a few days.
I feel that.
Definitely.
I'm going to go to Texas and see a concert and celebrate for my birthday.
I'll be celebrating my birthday as well, but I'll be on the river, still here in Arkansas. So
Hopefully the water is not too cold.
that's what I'm hoping.
Well, that's all we have for this edition of Tech TV.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for all the latest news, weather, and sports updates.
Have a wonderful week, ATU.